Welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily dose of energy. I am using the Magical Nordic Tarot, and the card of focus today is playfulness. Okay, it's the Page of Cups, playfulness. Boy, I tell you, this really hit when I pulled it, because the energies out there today are really, really wonky. And if you know anything about Murphy's Law, well, I swear to God, Murphy's hiding behind the big walnut tree in my front yard. So if this is an energy of when things can go wrong when Murphy's around, right? So it's quite telling when the Page of Cups in this particular deck, meaning playfulness, shows up. It's really talking about taking a step away from the things that aren't working out, because when things don't work out, we get way too serious about them. Taking a break from them, taking a deep breath, go and have some fun, okay? Be like this lovely page, sit by the water. Look, she's gonna scoop some water up. She's watching the fish. The polar bear's watching her. The rainbow's there. The aurora borealis is crazy, crazy wild in the sky, right? There's so many beautiful things about this card. And so many beautiful things about being playful and lighthearted when things feel so hard, because it can lift you up and out. Even if in the moment, even if for only 10 minutes, even if for a day, okay? Do something a little fun and wild and give yourself a break, because chances are you're being really hard on yourself about the things that aren't going right. There are things out there that we don't have control over, okay? My neighbor last night had the gas stolen out of his truck. He had no control over that. My friend's water heater went out, right? These are the kinds of things I'm talking about that we can't control, but they do come up. So step into playfulness. Don't be too serious. Have some fun. Give yourself a break. If it's not Friday, pretend it's Friday and go have a night out with your besties or something. But just do something fun. Be playful. Do a cartwheel, whatever it is. All right? All right. This is our energy today. So I've got the Wandering Star. So there's always a bit of kind of fun energy and fun art and all of that good stuff. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much for supporting this channel through liking, subscribing, through viewing, through coffee. It's really cold here today, so I'm having coffee now, but I threw some hot chocolate mix into it. And I'm wishing I had some marshmallows right now, but that's not going to happen. It's delicious, so anyway, and thank you for sharing too. I appreciate sharing. I share messages all the time. I know, I've said it before. All my other information is in the drop down if you're interested. Lots of stuff happening there, but let's get to it. Oh wow, look at this. And we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Cups is telling us, it's time to be playful today. The Page of Swords comes in with this curiosity, right? I like the Page of Swords because the Page of Swords gets to the high ground and has a different vantage point of what's actually coming, okay? So there is a bit of a clarity, a little bit of an epiphany with the Page of Swords, and it really feels like, with playfulness being at the core of our energy today, that the curiosity right here really bumped out or popped out, right? Was sort of emphasized when I looked at this card. Illuminated. I don't know. I'll keep going. Anyway, yes. There's something in your playfulness that might spark a little bit of clarity. Ooh, see, that's the thing. When we get out of our way, sometimes we hear the messages, right? When we do something else momentarily, something might come in. I think I've said it before. It's like when you get up at a restaurant to go to the bathroom, you come back and your food's there, right? After you've waited forever and ever. Yeah, whatever the situation is, you're definitely feeling a little left out in the cold. This is your energy. So continuing, so struggle, hardship, loss, all these things, right? This is the energy that you're in. And when we stay there and we focus on it, it's really, really hard to see the truth of it. Okay. She's got her back to obviously a building, or in a lot of decks, it's a church. You can see there are lights on inside. So there's warmth, there's sanctuary, but she can't see it. So when we get stuck in this struggle and hardship and loss energy, this feeling left out in the cold energy, it's hard to really see, right? It's hard to see or hear or whatever a solution. On a plus side, a 5 is a breakthrough. Okay, so this is kind of is a necessary step. All right, which is why this is so cool, being the nature of this energy today, is that sort of this clarity, this curiosity and clarity. So when we step away from this energy, let me make sure stepping away from this energy is, and being more playful is going to bring in sort of this new energy of curiosity, ambition, looking at things different perspectives. Okay, and this is good. This is good. Enterprise, success, talent, teaching. The 3 of Pentacles is generally presenting something new. Collaboration. And I'm just noticing with the 3 Pentacles, it almost looks like he's juggling 3 Pentacles with one hand, doesn't it? That's playful. That's playful. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right. Oh. All right. What do we have for the nature of and the Page of Swords? I really like that Page of Swords a lot. Playfulness, 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 playfulness. Okay. Yeah, karma and destiny. So it feels like when we step away from, whatever is holding our attention in our mind, whatever we're so serious about, we will be able to see the path ahead, right? The Wheel of Fortune is here to talk to you about karma and destiny. So there is something very karmic about whatever this shift. It feels like a shift that's happening. And the key really into making sure that wheel is turning in your favor is stepping away from the hardship for a little bit, giving yourself a break, and stepping into playfulness, okay? Well, that makes sense. But stepping into playfulness is different than doom scrolling, okay? It can be a form of distraction. But when it's something playful and fun, it's a lot different than sitting and distracting yourself, like I said, by doom scrolling and that kind of thing. If that makes any sense. There's a difference between playfulness and distraction. Whoa. That jumped. Yeah. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to give yourself a break. This is sleepless nights. It's worry, it's anxiety. You're probably up and down, and you can't sleep, or you're so tired and you go and lay down and your eyes pop open and your brain is spinning out, and you can't find the joy. Whew. You are so worried here. Yeah, this is hard, heavy energy. And that is why the message today is it's okay to take a break from the hard stuff, okay? It feels like this has kind of been a hard journey for you anyway. It's okay to take a break and allow yourself some joy, because in that joy, you're going to figure something out, okay? Something's going to spark. I've been talking about spark for several readings now, where it's come up, that word spark, 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 spark. Someone needs that word. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Wands coming in. Good news, travel, good news, travel. We also know that this, and it can be a move, but it's also a really fast energy, movement energy. So when we see that coming up with the Three of Pentacles, this card of collaboration and presentation and mastery of something, mastering, juggling. Once we realize what this is, something's going to move really fast, and it's going to be good news, right? It's all going to be really, really good. In order to get here, we have to step into playfulness. You have to go juggle. You have to go juggle Three Pentacles. And then shoot an arrow. I'm kidding. Stepping away from the hard stuff, okay? Step away from the hard stuff. Be playful. It's going to bring in something really, really good for you, okay? It's going to bring in an understanding, a clarity, a curiosity for something new, and some really, really, really good news, okay? All right, let's get one more for this. Woo! Just one. Whoa, that's like 8 cards. One more for this nature of pile. Unless this is it. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is also about creating boundaries for the self and saying no to things. So it appears to me that all you have to do is say no. Say no to this energy, if I can pick them up. Say no to this energy that you're in. Do not let this rule your life for like a day. You know, it's like we go and we work a job and then we have days off. So give yourself a break and take a day off. All right? It'll give you some relief. All right. We'll get one more for this Nine of Swords. Maybe. Yeah, the cards aren't really wanting to come out anymore because it feels like, no, I don't want, I just want one. Just one. Yes. Just one. Just one, okay. This actually came out with like 6 other cards, and I put it back in, and it presented itself, there we go, presented itself again. So we have the Judgment card, acceptance, awakening, and assessment, right? This is coming out in your energy. So you are understanding that you need to take a break from this sort of loss and feeling abandoned and neglected, right? And getting out of your head, this anxiety. These are things that you are understanding with the Judgment card. You accept the situation, you assess the next steps. Okay, this is part of your awakening. And then stepping into playfulness, giving yourself a day or a week, take a vacation, whatever, to step out of the hardship long enough to give yourself some clarity. You know, when I was much younger, I used to throw a backpack on, and I traveled so many places around the world. And I always knew when things were really tough in my life that I could put on a backpack and fly somewhere else, because I always felt that physically getting out of the space I was in would allow me a different vantage point to look back into my life and figure out what my next steps were. Okay? That's true for me to this day, although it's a little bit harder for me, you know, to get where I want to go. It is an option. It is an option. Okay, yes. Well, this flew out of the deck. And so here we are with our wisdom card, our knowledge card. It's a karmic card. The keys are here. And the key for you right now and the wisdoms that you are searching for are going to come to you through playfulness, through taking some time off, taking time out, taking a time out from this really hard energy, you know, of struggle and hardship. And I understand, you know, yes, things aren't going the way that you wanted them. Things aren't going as you anticipated. Things aren't going in the direction that you've worked so hard for them to go. Okay, take a break. Step away. Go see a movie. Go hang with your besties. Just get out and refrain from talking about it. Just totally step away from it for a while, okay? Because it's going to bring something really good, and it's going to give you a little spark. You're going to have a better understanding, and you're going to be able to move forward, okay? That is your message for the day. I want to thank you so much for being here. Keep doing the work. You guys are so brave and so courageous and so strong, you know, and people are watching. They're watching you do what you're doing, and they're going to want to know how you did it, okay? I don't know why I just said that. Probably because we have two teachers here in the keeping in mind, right? So when you make it through this and you understand about stepping away from this energy and becoming playful in order to find solutions, you might be teaching others how to do that. Okay, that was kind of a random tack on at the end message, but it needed to be said, and it's meant for someone, okay? Anyway, thank you again for being here. I so appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.